Hey everybody, Alley Entertainment, and this week's movie review is on Vacation. Now, if you guys don't know what the movie is about, this is a continuation of the original movie National Lampoon's Vacation that follows the Griswolds family on a road trip to Wally World. So this movie came 20 to 30 years after the original movie. It follows Rusty Griswold, the son. He takes his own family on a road trip to Wally World in order to spice things up with his wife and to reconnect with his sons. Alright, some of the actors and actresses in this movie. First off, you got Ed Helms, who plays Rusty Griswold, and then we got his wife, Christina Applegate, who plays Debbie, and then they have their two sons, James, who's played by Skylar Gonstona. I completely said his last name wrong. And then Kevin, that's done by Steele Stabbins. And then you also have little cameos by Chris Hemsworth and Leslie Mann. And Leslie Mann actually plays Audrey Griswold, Rusty's sister, and Chris Hemsworth plays her husband as Stone Crandall, an upcoming anchorman. And then you also have cameos from Chevy Chase. He was the original Clark Griswold, and then Beverly D'Angelo, who was Ellen Griswold. I'm not too sure what the budget for this movie was, but opening weekend they made about 14 million and gross they made about 46 million. If you guys think about it, that's not a lot compared to a lot of movies that are out there. And it's kind of funny because in the 90s and everything like that, the Griswolds, the National Lampoons, like there was Vegas Vacation, Christmas Vacation, and just their European Vacation, and it's just you kind of think like those were extremely popular in the 90s, and you know, me myself kind of growing up in the 90s, when I heard that this continuation was coming out, I got really excited and I said, you know what? I have to see this because I love the originals. And so I'm kind of shocked that way that it didn't do as well as I thought it would. I have to tell you, this kind of pissed me off because when I was watching the movie, I was like, why didn't they use the original characters or the original actors from the previous vacation movies? And then I did some research and I was just like, wait a second. Every single movie that they did, Rusty and Audrey Griswold were always played by a different actor and actress. The only people that actually stayed the same were the mom and dad, Chevy Chase and Beverly D'Angelo. So then I kind of calmed myself down. I don't know why I was thinking they always had the same character. Um, I guess I was thinking, have you guys seen Vegas Vacation? I don't know why, but I was thinking that those were the original characters for some strange reason. So I was expecting to see Rusty and Audrey from that movie. So when I didn't see them, I was kind of sad. So looking at some of the reviews for the few people that have watched it, and yes, I am saying few people because I'm sure there's millions and gazillions of people that haven't watched it yet. A lot of people thoroughly enjoyed. There are a few people that are, saying that it's not as good as the original, that you shouldn't waste time, that it was one of the worst movies ever, and that they just can't describe how horribly bad this film is, and they can't realize anybody that wants to be associated with this movie. Then you get tons of other people saying that it's such a raunchy, funny comedy, probably one of the funniest comedies of 2015, and that they enjoyed they enjoyed it, that they enjoyed the remake, that they loved seeing, you know, Chevy Chase and D'Angelo come back and do a cameo and all that type of good stuff. But they are, you know, they are saying that, you know, it's not as good as the original, which I completely understand. Uh, for my personal opinion on this movie, I thoroughly enjoyed it, and who doesn't like, I don't know why, but I like funny road trip movies. Like, there's so many funny road trip movies out there, but it's just fun watching dysfunctional families get together and go on a raunchy movie. And one of the parts that I thought was funny is Chris Hemsworth. Oh my gosh, when he walked into the room and he was wearing just boxers and all you can see is the outline of a big dick and he's just kind of like sitting there showing it off, and I was like, oh, if only if that was real. He actually said in an interview that he had to wear an extension, which is quite funny. This is definitely a movie that you guys want to see. However, I don't think you guys should bring the younger kids to it just because there is some things that maybe they shouldn't see. Although this is not the type of movie for myself that I think that I would want to watch over and over and over again. And I don't think it's going to be a classic like the original National Lampoons. Those are a treasure and absolutely awesome. I mean, this was okay, but you guys, nothing beats the original. And one thing that a lot of people are doing is after they watch this movie, they're like, "Oh my God, we got to go back and we got to watch the Griswolds right from the beginning." And I think that's awesome. Like, I think that's absolutely awesome. And I kind of want to do the same thing now, you guys. I think maybe I'll go back and watch the originals. Anyway, you guys, check it out. I don't think I'm going to be watching this movie again. I don't think it's going to be hugely popular, and I'm just kind of ranting on about nothing now. So, you guys, I think it is time for me to go. I hope you guys liked my rant and review on this movie. Hopefully, it was helpful. Um, I don't know. In the end, I just started rambling. So, you guys, don't forget to like and subscribe to my channel.